I just realized I haven't seen... I'm struggling to recognize most of these games, actually, now that I look at them. I was thinking like, oh, okay, at this point I've played... I must have played... I don't... Okay, let's just get into it. I decided to do a tier list for Megaten games I played. But this is kind of looking like I haven't played most of these. So, I guess we'll see how it goes. Let's start with the first one. I can barely tell what that is. Now, I know people are going to be like, this is terrible. I think that's Soul Hackers. But it's so hard to tell, and I think I saw Soul Hackers already, so... I'm going to put this here for now. And what's that one? Haven't played that one. Haven't played this one. Haven't played this one. I think this is Maya. Would this be Eternal Punishment? I don't think so, though. That's a good start. Okay, well, we'll come back to this later. Okay, finally. Alright, so... The first Persona game, Persona 1, PS1, I played this recently. I played this... When did I play this? About... 4 or 5 months ago, maybe? It was actually quite fun. It was more fun than I was anticipating. I wasn't a fan of the combat, per se. Kinda got loud. I wasn't really a fan of the combat, per se, but... The story and characters kind of surprised me. I didn't think those were actually going to be as good as I anticipated, so... If I had to put this somewhere... Kind of a tough one. I'm gonna say like a high B. I'm gonna say above average, and I know people... This list is gonna piss people off, but whatever. It is what it is, right? So... I would put it as a high B. I think a high B is good. Let's see. What's next? I don't know what that is. Well, I just want to say, with Persona 1, I didn't meet all the characters. There's a male character I didn't meet that people were like, oh, he's like the best party member, but it required prior knowledge to beginning the game, so I don't really count those, honestly. But, yeah, I think I'm happy with that. A high B. Above average. You know, because this is average, below average, above average. Favorites, I guess. So, yeah. I actually recognize this one. This is, I believe this is the mobile game? Wasn't this on, like, flip phones for the Persona? I didn't play it, but I've seen gameplay of that, actually. I can just imagine playing this on my Sony Ericsson. Yeah, back in 2000... No, wait a second, I wouldn't have been able to play it. Because this was what, probably 2006, maybe? Did this come out before Vanilla, or did it come out before Fez? Yeah, because, let's see, Sony Ericsson, 2000, that'd be like 2007, it'd be kind of on the edge. Kind of on the edge. I believe this is Digital Devil Saga 1. I like this game. I like this game more than I expected. I know I said that again, but... This was a good game. I like this one. Characters, I like the characters in Digital Devil Saga 1 more than 2, definitely. I just finished DDS 2 the other day, or a couple weeks ago. I like this one though. I like the environments, the junkyard. I think I like it better than Nirvana from the second game, but that's because I kind of have like a linear viewpoint with stuff, so that's all I can really accommodate it with, honestly. But I like this game. I like Surf. The fact that Heat wasn't in the second one that much, well, he wasn't in it at all to play as, kind of sucked, and that definitely put a hamper on what I would classify as fun for me. They did improve on the beehive thing, the skill allocation though. They did make that better in the second one, so I'll give it to them. I'll give that to them. Okay, is this? What is this? Is this Persona 4 Vanilla? I think it is. No, there it is. What is this? Ultimax? It kind of looks like Ultimax, but it's not. Was there another game I'm not familiar with? Maybe the animation? Doesn't really count. I'm not sure what this is. If it's Persona 4 normal animation, that's definitely an A. That can't be it though, it's not... I'll just put it there for now, but... I don't think that's the case. Whatever. Let's see. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Broken Shadow. How many fucking Persona 3 games? So many little spin-offs. Didn't play that. Chaining Soul. It's another Persona 3 game. Didn't play that. I'm kind of looking like a... Not great. I'm looking like a bit of a fake. Didn't play that. That kind of looks like SMP4, but I didn't... That's not it. Demi Kids. Definitely didn't play that. Definitely didn't play that. Okay, here we go. Devil Survivor. So I didn't play the second one, so I guess we'll put the second one there, but I did play the first one. Didn't play that. Another Persona 3 game. What's this? Tebilu. Naruto Ren. Didn't play that one. SMT What If. I've heard some very mixed things about this game, let's just say that. I've heard some very mixed things about that one. Don't know. I can't believe there's really this many? We've got to find some I played soon. I haven't played Last Bible. I've never even heard of Last Bible. Here we go. Lost Memories? Persona 2 Lost Memories. I haven't played this either. Damn. This, whoever made this list was... They were thorough. Maybe a little bit too thorough if you ask me, but whatever. Haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played that, haven't played that. Finally. I believe this is Innocent Sin? Innocent Sin was very good. Very good. I wasn't a fan of the combat, but the story... The story was good. Tatsuya? I believe? Tatsuya, Maya, Jin. This was good. I finished this one. I did finish this one. Did I like this more than... I probably did like it more than DDS1, but not by much. Not by much. Get this out of here. I know this isn't the animation. Get that out of there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, the story was better. The story was better than DDS, but I think the gameplay in DDS was better just from a fun perspective. But this had some really good characters. I know it's like a fan favorite. Atlas has really treated this like shit though. Yeah, that's been tough. That's been tough for the Persona 2 enjoyers. Let's see. Okay, this is Eternal Punishment. I didn't like Eternal Punishment as much as 1. I've actually yet to finish it. I got so close and then I kind of stopped, which really people did not like. It was still good though. Yeah, it is above average. I think the boss battles really just killed me. That was just not fun. That was just not enjoyable. I mean, I really wish they remade it or something, or even remastered it, because then I definitely would play it again, but... Yeah. Yeah, just wasn't really it. Oh well, it's fine. This is Persona 3 Vanilla. I'm gonna put Vanilla and Fez as the same. So we'll get rid of Vanilla for now. This is the dancing game. I think all the dancing games were pretty... They were okay. Some of them were better than others. I think 5 Dancing was the worst one, actually. I think the songs in that were... Some of the remixes in Persona 5 Dancing were not good. They were... I'm not trying to be a hater or anything, but they were... It just wasn't it. This was good, though. The songs... I'm a little biased, though, because I think the songs in Persona 3 Dancing were... very, very good. Very, very good. Playing this song? What song is this from? Oh, it's Nevermore. Okay. Yeah, but I would put this one right here. This was like, I'm not like, okay, it's a dancing game, right? It's not going to be super amazing, but it's definitely above average. Okay, finally. So we have one of the main lines now. So Fez. The thing with Fez, so the universe of Fez was super good, like the environment building and the story with the cohesion. It's weird, right? Because it's like it felt just a little bit more authentic because your teammates didn't really get along with you. Like it's kind of like you guys were like C's was forced together. It wasn't really like super anime, which I actually like. So if I had to, I mean, it's definitely the best one yet. It's a question of if it goes into S or not. The thing is, Tartarus just was so boring. It was so boring and repetitive. And I think the lack of exploration in like Tatsumi Port Island and Iwa Todai and stuff kind of had some. I think some of the social links were kind of mediocre too. It's funny when you look at P5 and P3, the social links for your teammates in P3 I think were really good, and then I think the social links outside of your team, with a few exceptions like Tanaka, he was good, and I think the monk was good too. But there was a couple others that I just didn't find that interesting. Like I didn't find, especially on the male side, the magician, Kanji or Kenji, whatever his name was, and then the Moon Boy. That was kind of that was not too good. That was lacking just a tiny bit, you know. That was. At the same time, though, you had your teacher, with who was quite good. So yeah, that was okay. I need to make a decision. It's a question of is it really high A or is it a low S? We can change this later, but I think it's a really high A, like a really, just really right on the tippy top, you know? Like I'm struggling to think of something that's going to be ahead of this in A itself. So, yeah. Okay, Persona 3 Portable. The gameplay was infinitely worse. I hate to say that, but it was. Just because the visual novel, after playing, listen, when you go from 3D, like, whatever, to visual novel, it's just not the same. Like, the cutscenes especially, like, when, bit of a spoiler, but, well, not bit of a spoiler, huge spoiler, but when MC is on the roof with Aegis in Fez, like, even though it's not super animated, that's still better than just, like, a sprite. So this is probably worse than Persona 2. Is it better than DDS? Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, probably. Anyway, let's see. Persona 4 Arena. I'm not really a big fan of these games, because I suck at fighting games and I didn't find the story that interesting, but they put a weird amount of work into this game, though. So I can't, like, I can't belittle that, right? I'm gonna just use Ultimax. Actually, Arena was the 3. I didn't play Arena. Yeah. I would just put this, like, here. It's better than the dancing game, but it's just, I'm not a fan of fighting games. It's all it comes down to, so. Let's see, Persona 4 Vanilla. I have played this, but, unlike 5, which I'll get into later, I think 4 to Golden, I can't think of any downsides. Like, I can't think of any, like, bad things they did differently. Because they introduced Jester, they introduced Hunger, they introduced Marie. I know some people don't like Marie, that's fine. The Marie's dungeon does suck. It's not great, it's pretty boring. Yeah, I mean, like, it's still, like, amazing though, even as a vanilla game. It's like, it's still probably better than Persona 2, even as vanilla. I know that's gonna piss people off, but it probably just is. It's not like they added so much. Like, what did they add? They added the card system. They added Jester. They added Marie. They probably added like lots of little thingy-mabobbers, right? But for the most part, it's just a classic. I can't say anymore. Just good. Let's see. Persona 4 dancing. I think I like this one a little bit better. I played this on my Vita. Yeah, I probably like it a little bit more than this one. Yeah, I think that's good. It had some really good songs. It had I just think the Persona 4 soundtrack is severely underrated. I think people automatically go to 5, which is fine, because it is good in itself. But you have to create that. You have to create some unbiasedness there, and it's difficult. I realize. Ooh, what song is this? Ooh, Brand New Days. Nice. Okay, let's see. P5 Vanilla. Yeah, so I played this game, this actually might be my most played game of all time. I know that sounds crazy, but I think the save file on my PS4 is like 1700 hours. Which sounds so stupid, and it is stupid. But there was a time where I had no internet, and I just kept playing this game over and over again, so you know how it is. You know how it is. Ooh, tough. Tough. Is P5 Vanilla better than P3 Fez? Oof. That's a close one, huh? Here's the thing with this game. I love talking about this. The story was okay. It wasn't great. The characters were a mixed bag. The Phantom Thieves themselves, I think, were kind of hit and miss. Kind of hit and miss for the most part. But I think the gameplay was the best. The best gameplay, obviously. But I would also say it was the most fun. Like, the gameplay is such a wide term, but, you know, like... Some of the non-Phantom Thief confidants, like Kawakami, and, I can never remember his name. No Good Tora. Toranosuke. EY. Blah 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 blah, whatever. Those were all really good, and they were infinitely better than the non-party member confidants in 3 and 4, with a few exceptions. So that kind of gets like a little bit of a boost, right? And then the music. I mean, the music was... It's crazy, right? Like, if you play this game for the first time, like this was the first one I played, it kind of leaves like a mark on you. It kind of like, it puts you in a position where it's like, how can, like, it's always going to be a little bit closer to the top, just from nostalgia's sake, and that's something I'm not going to be able to probably ever stop. The question is it better? God, this is so difficult. So difficult. Because I'm also thinking about... there was so much filler in this game. Like, you could have taken out like 2 or 3 palaces and you would have been fine. It was quite a dark game though, too. Very dark. Some of the themes they talked about were pretty fucked up, and I think that almost makes it better, because it kind of makes it feel a little bit more realistic almost. So if I had to, like, I kind of feel like I would put this... Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. It's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. Yeah. It's the gameplay is just the gameplay is just better. The gameplay is just better, and then the Yeah, it's just a little bit better. It's such a smidgen better, right? It's such a smidgen. Yeah, it's gonna piss people off. Oh well. Okay, here we go. This is an easy one. This is actually the worst. Definitely the worst game we've seen yet. The songs were just not good. Like, there was obviously some songs that were fine, but in terms of songs that they made for this game, like some of the remixes, I thought these were atrocious, so... Yeah, it's just kind of the way I look at it, you know? Like, there's a couple of them that, I could find them, but I don't want to. That were just not... Like, it makes me wonder what they were thinking with them, right? I'm not trying to be a hater, like, I'm really not, but that was just not good. I just realized that these are... Wow. Yikes. I just realized how much hate I'm gonna get for this one. We'll look over these again, okay? Just relax. Let's see. Okay, this is another huge one. So I've thought about this really often. There's no doubt that this game is better than this one in terms of quality of life, gameplay itself. There's no doubt. Like, they make it better for you to explore. They make it better for you to level up. They just make it more enjoyable. The question is what they added, like, stupid? Like, is the third semester stupid? And I thought about that so much, and I thought about the final boss fight with, spoiler, Maruki. And I thought about just the stuff with, like, Sumi and everything, and I thought about them bringing Akechi back, and it's just like, is it just dumb? I know that sounds so weird, but is it just stupid? Like, God, it feels like these characters, it feels like the little character development they had, they took it away somehow. Like, they gave even less. I know it sounds silly, but like, you know, I always laughed. I almost wish this one didn't come so quick. We have other ones to talk about, though. Yeah, just not, like... It's funny, in the third semester, when you're trying to convince your teammates to join back up with you or whatever, I kept thinking, like, you guys are so hollow. These characters, like, they're like, look how great they are in their palace. And then for the rest of the game, nothing. Nothing. They're shells. They don't provide anything. Like, they don't give any insight. It's like, leave it to you, Joker. And it's like, God, they somehow made it even worse. And they give you 0 time with Sumi, which I'm still upset about. Like, okay, but the Confidant extension with Akechi was really, really good. That was Persona 4 Golden levels of good. So it's difficult, right? It's quite difficult. Because there's no doubt it's a more fun game than this one. But, you know, if you take a step back and you look at it from you just compare the stories and the characters and everything, like, you have to think, was it too much? Was it too... I think... God. It's so tricky, it's so tricky. Okay, let's move this one back down. kick the can down the road. What's this? This looks like Innocent Sin or something. Maybe it's Innocent Sin on the PS2, like, wasn't there like different versions? Whatever. Same for that one. It's another Persona 3 game. Ah, okay, well. Not exactly a surprise where this one's going. It's almost like you took the best gameplay elements of Royal / Vanilla, Vanilla 5, and then you took an even better story than 3 with just as good characters, and voila, it's what you have. It's the perfect combination. Perfect. Perfect. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's nice. Nice. It's nice. Okay, what do we have here? Strikers? Here's the thing with Strikers. It's just okay. Right? It's like, it's decent. It's a decent spin-off. It really is a decent spin-off. I've played worse spin-offs 100%. But as I think about this, like... I think it's more fun... Okay, I can't get over this one, god. I just need to address this. Maybe... Maybe I was a little bit too hard on these. I think I was a little bit too hard on these now that I think about it. Yeah. I think... Yeah, okay. Oh, whatever. Okay, so where's Strikers going? This is going... Yeah, I'm gonna move this to C. Fuck off. It's so annoying me. I think Strikers is... Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's just like... It's like the first Koei Tenko game I played with the whole, like, Dynasty Warriors thing. And so it kind of gets a little repetitive and boring, but that's fine. It's whatever. In terms of the story, like, I think the story was, like, okay, I guess. I'm trying to remember what it was. Something, AI, something, I don't know. Something like that. And the best thing about it was that you got to go around Japan. That was the best part. Summer vacation in Japan. And being in a van and everything, it felt like a fever dream. Like a nostalgic fever dream. So it kind of gets some points for that. It's probably right there. Yeah, it's probably right. I think that's good. I think that's good. That's good. Ooh, Persona Q2. So I didn't play this because no voice acting, no English voice acting, which I'm so confused at. But yeah, so I can't really give a good one of that. Persona Q. God, I hate this fucking game. Here's the thing with this game. The voice acting is pretty good and the story is fine, but I hate the combat system so much. I just hate the combat system. It's the worst. It's just not my type of thing. I just don't like it. I flushed this actually. And the game is difficult too. The game is not easy. Game is really not easy. It's such a shame too because the voice acting in this was quite good. And it was kind of fun to mix and match with the two cast of 3 and 4, but yeah, it's just one of those things I just didn't. Nah. Nope. Nope. Let's see, what's this? Persona what? I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is either. Nope. 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 How many fucking... Are we sure this is an accurate list? I guess it is. Whatever. Don't know what that is. Here we go. So I didn't play this on my channel, but I did play Radoku Sanoha for fun. So again, no voice acting, not even Japanese voice acting. Which... whatever. It was pretty cool though, because this takes place... This is a historical thing, I believe. What is it? Feudal, not feudal Japan. Or is it? I want to say early 1900s, maybe? So that was cool. There's not too many of these games that really go into that era. So this was definitely, yeah, I mean... It's kind of, it's kind of in that weird section, right? Where it's like a PS2 era Megaten. I think if it had voice acting and maybe a little bit better graphics, because the game is very gray. The game is, yeah, it doesn't look... It's not a stunner, and I guess they were kind of going for that with the whole historical thing, but it's not beautiful, to say the least. So I think this goes just behind this one, I think. Just behind. This whole list here is getting a little bit strange. Okay, I didn't play the second one. Devil Survivor. I played Devil Survivor Overclocked. Ah, here we go. SMT4A Apocalypse. Ah, this is good. This is good. We're getting into SMT now. So the gameplay, it's like a similar thing, right? The gameplay in this is more fun than 4. But this thing was quite ambitious with, not ambitious, but it felt like a completely different game in terms of story and characters than 4. It didn't really take, I think it was trying to take itself a little bit too seriously with the type of content they were giving you. Still really fun though, like I finished it and I enjoyed it. And I probably enjoyed it more than 4 in terms of gameplay, but yeah, this is definitely God, it's gonna piss people off. Because this game is such a sore spot for people. This actually might be a low A. I think it is a low A. Actually, I think it's even better than these two. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is better than these two. I like this game. I like this game quite a bit. I mean, the ending, it has some really cool characters. Like, that Donegan? What was his name? The fucking Scottish-Irish deity? Voiced by Xander Morbus or whatever. He was good. I loved having him as a companion. I love having good companions. It makes these games so much better. I think that's good right there. I'm trying to go back and think about the story. The story was like the guy with the flute or the harp or the fiddle, whatever the fuck. And then yeah. I didn't like the story as much as 4, but the gameplay was more fun, and at least the companion that you were stuck with was okay. What was that guy's name? What did they call you in that game again? Like, it was some weird thing, like Asahi or something? Well, not weird, but Ashanti? Or, no. I don't remember. But, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Ah, let's see. Oh god, this is getting too many of these. I wanna, like, spread these out a little bit. There we go. SMT4. Okay, perfect. This was definitely... the story in this and the characters and Walter and why can I not remember his name? Jacob? Jonathan was good. I think this was, yeah, this was actually very, very close to this one. Maybe not very close, but I definitely liked it more than all these. SMT4 was quite a fun game. Quite a fun game. Very good, very good. I still wish I did the neutral ending, but, you know, it's difficult to go for the neutral endings on a blind playthrough. So I don't feel all too bad about that, honestly, but yeah, I liked it. I liked it quite I've thought about playing it over again, but again, the smirk system I dislike. And, I mean, that's about it. The gameplay, it was okay. Great music, though. Cool characters, interesting story. Very cool environment. Mikado, what was it? Kingdom of Mikado? Yeah, Mikado and then Tokyo. Cool. Super cool. I love that one. Let's see, what is this? This is the Deep... I can't remember this one's name. Deep... Strange Journey. Strange Journey. I see this one. Here it is. So I did play some of this. No English voice acting again. It seemed cool, but I didn't really give it enough of a try to form an opinion, I don't think. I only played about 5 hours of it. Yeah. I mean, that seems like a really good game for a remaster. Well, not a remaster, actually. I actually just don't think it's... I don't think it's my type of game. The first-person dungeon crawlers, I've never been a big fan of those. It's very, like... Yeah. It's just not for me. It's not for me. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. God, look how much I don't know. Am I a bad Megaten enjoyer? I mean, like, okay, which of these... I'm actually kind of curious. Which of these have most of you played, if any? Like, is there, like, 1 or 2 titles here where it's like, how have you not played this? Like, I don't think so, right? Like, maybe this one? That doesn't really count. Probably Rado Kusunoha 2, or maybe, probably Persona Q2. Probably most of you have played that one. Ooh, SMT3 Nocturne. Ooh, it's a tough one. It's definitely an A. It's definitely an A. The tone of this game with, what do they call it? The Reclamation? It wasn't called the Reclamation. What was it called? The Inception? Conception. The Conception. The Conception was quite cool. And I like the... It felt a little less, it felt pretty raw. Like, it was just a... It felt like a very, like, just... You almost feel very lonely, and I like that. I like that quite a bit. So... God, this thing is really laggy, I just realized. Wonder why that is. Just gonna adjust that real quick. I think it's because this thing likes to do stupid shit sometimes. Let's see. That should be a little bit better. Okay, cool. Anyway, this was quite... I'm just kind of trying to think about this one. It's definitely an A. I think if I had to put this somewhere... This is a sad song to do this to, by the way. God. It's definitely ahead of it. It's somewhere in between here. It's somewhere between these two. I think if I had to put it somewhere. Okay. The question is, did I like it more than 4? Maybe just by a smidgen. I know that's crazy, but the gameplay was really fun. I love the combat system. I love the. I just like the look of it. I liked how everybody kind of treated you like shit. I like reasons. I like being able to choose reasons. I like eventually teaming up with Lucifer at the end. Yeah, it was better. It was better. Just a smidge. Just a smidge, but very good. Both very good, okay? So don't like... No death threats this time, please. Don't know this one. SMT DDS2, I believe that's what that is. Okay, so I played this, sorry. I played this I just finished this a week ago. And it was very... Not disappointing, but I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting. Got a little bit too wacky for me. A little bit too out there, you know? It happens. So this is gonna be pretty fucking harsh. But, yeah. I'm not trying to be a dick. This was pretty bad, though. It wasn't that bad. I mean, recency bias. I need to... Okay, I always ask myself this question. Would I play the game again? Because these games, I think all of these games are meant to have replayability value to some degree. And I think when I ask myself if I replay this game again, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So, and I would replay this. Whatever. It's fine. Ooh, Soul Hackers 2. I made a video on this. Saying that this game was very meh. Which I still believe is true. I think it's such a fucking disgrace, though. Because Soul Hackers 1 was quite fun. The gameplay, surprisingly, the gameplay in Soul Hackers 2 wasn't bad, it was just boring. And the story itself was very not that great. The best things about Soul Hacker 2 were the music, the voice acting, the characters, the character stories, and the environment. But the problem is, you can't even say the environment because the city you were in was so small. Like, there were so few areas to explore, which I never fucking understood. Like, I think there was more areas to explore in the first one than the second one. But it's still a good game. I think people are a little bit too hard on it. It's probably like smidgens its way somewhere in here. This is so sad though, because this said that I was so upset about this, because I'm such a loser and I'm such an addict for like cyberpunk type stuff. Like I love Altered Carbon and like I love Black Mirror and stuff like that, but Edge Runners, but so disappointing. So disappointing, man. Especially because they put so much effort into some areas too, so it wasn't like a total wash, and I think that actually makes it worse. Gets me upset, man. Gets me sad. Okay, what's next? Don't know what that is, or do I? Nope. SMT3 Nocturne. Okay, we already did that one. Don't know what that is, don't know what that is. Wait, what's this? Is that not Digital Devil Saga? Wait, what's this? Okay, well, fine. I don't know what that is. SMT if, blah 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 blah. Here we go. DDS Overclocked. I think I've played enough of this game to kind of give my opinion on it. I played like about 15 hours. It's one of those games I kept trying to play over and over again, but I just couldn't get into it. And I think a lot of that was the XCOM style combat. It was unique. That's one word for it, but it wasn't fantastic. I think if I had to put it somewhere, I mean, I don't know, it just wasn't that, I didn't finish it, so I think that says everything, right? So, but also I didn't give it enough time maybe to give it a right, I don't know. Just wasn't, I don't know, just wasn't for me. I'm not really a big fan of DS games in general, especially for, like, because it usually makes it so that the combat system is really, not generic, but not for me. And I'm not saying, like, I need perfect graphics. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, but, you know. Is that Jack Frost and Pyrojack? Oh. P3S. Why does that sound like an anime? Here we go. Soul Hackers. So, Soul Hackers wasn't a fan of the combat. But it was quite fun in that I love the characters. I love them. I love Namissa. I love the not the Goonies. What was the gang called? The Boonies? Nope, that's not it. I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with this word. Gotta be very careful. What was this fucking team called? What was it called? Spookies! The Spookies. Yes. Of course. Oh damn, nice one. Speaking of SMP4. Yeah, the Spookies. So this was definitely better than these. So where does it go here? I think right there is nice. That's good. Because, like I said, the gameplay, well, I wasn't a fan of the gameplay, but the characters, I love the city. God, especially for 19, what was it, 19? It's kind of remastered, but not really. So, like, what? Late 1998 game? It was really nice. Super good. I love Namissa. I love the Spookies. The story itself was actually okay, too. Yeah, that's why I'm just so disappointed with that second one. God, that hurts, man. I don't think I've ever been so... Actually, that's not true. There's actually a game I've been disappointed with more than Soul Hackers 2 from Atlas. And we'll be getting to that soon. Very soon. How's this list looking? This list looking pretty based? Right? Everybody agrees with this? Surely? Okay, I don't know what that is. Ooh. Fire Emblem Encore. I guess this is an Atlas game, huh? So this is like Fire Emblem if Fire Emblem and Persona had a very odd baby. I gave this one a try. Wasn't for me. I enjoyed it more than probably these, but it wasn't great. It was a Switch game, if I remember right. So yeah, it was decent. The graphics were okay. That wasn't the problem. It's very, very Japanese though. First of all, no English voice acting. And again, that's not... I don't want to come across as like, I need dubs. Because I fucking live where I have to listen to it all the time, so I don't have anything against it. But, you know, English is always going to be my preferred language to listen to, and that's just how it is. So the fact they don't give you a choice for a full release game in the West, I think is lazy. I think you have to localize a game if you're going to release it for full price in the West. I think you do. I think it's lazy not to. So, yeah, it's fine there. The combat was okay. Just it was, yeah, it's not memorable. It's not memorable. I don't know. Let's see. Don't know what that is. Oh boy. Great. Great. Did I make a video on this? I don't think I did, but I should have. So I've played through SMT5 like 3 or 4 times at this point. And, yeah. Okay, let's go over the positives. The graphics were beautiful, like for a Switch game, anyway. The character design was super interesting. Like Nahubino is a good looking man. Or good looking person, whatever. Good looking. And what else? Music was pretty good. Yeah, no, music was pretty good. The environments were... Where's this from? Oh yeah, this is from Raido. Yeah, environments were pretty fucking like... It was like Nocturne, like you had a city in sand. So it wasn't exactly much fucking creativity there, I'm just saying. So what was the worst thing? The story was abominable. The ending was abominable. The character development was non-existent. The characters themselves were non-existent. There were so few characters. Like, there were so few characters. If you remember the trailer, like, I kept thinking, well, this can't be it. I'm gonna get triggered, man. I'm gonna get triggered thinking about this. It's just... Okay, now what about the combat? You know what I really hated about the combat in this game? The repel items. You know those barrier items you could form? Why did every boss battle was made around those? Which I think is stupid. And they streamlined and dumbed it down so much too. This was so disappointing. Was so disappointing. I'm trying to like almost like I've buried all of these horrible memories I've had, and I'm trying to like unearth them. So I'm unearthing them. The final trying to think of the bosses. Trying to think of the... Oh, yes! This is what was bothering me so much. There's no choices. It doesn't matter what you say throughout the game. You get to choose the ending. What is there, like 3 endings? And one of them doesn't count because it's a special ending? This shit is so stupid. When you think about SMT3, which had... how many endings? 5? Which were all carefully crafted. Like, you had to choose very specific things to get the ending. Like, I remember, like, I had to be very careful with how I chose in SMT3. Because if I wanted the Lucifer ending, I had to be so picky with what I did in the game. Nope. SMT5, do whatever the fuck you want. Say whatever you want. Nothing matters. No choices matter. SMT3, SMT4 even worse. Like, SMT4, I think, like, took SMT3's choice system, put it on crack. Like, little things you said to Jonathan and Walter contributed. SMT5? No. Whatever, man. You want to go with this guy, or this guy? Actually, I think it was only, like, what? There was Ryuji, who went with the Angels. There was the fucking glasses guy who went with the Prime Minister. And then there was the Chaos. I don't even remember. It's so not good. So not good. God, fuck off. So lazy. So where does this go? I mean, by disappointment factor alone. I mean, would I rather play it than these? Obviously not. Probably goes like right there. Again, this list isn't meant to be like the one-all, it's just meant to be like it's meant as a way to like figure out where everything's gonna go. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Devil's Survivor, nope. Okay, so let's decide. I almost feel bad. I almost feel like I should pick an SMT game and put it up with S. I mean, if I was gonna do that, it'd be Nocturne, but I don't think Nocturne's deserving of an S. That's the thing. I don't think it is. I think SMT5 could have been an S. I do. I 100% do think it could have been an S. It could have been. See, some of these games I don't think could have had the potential. Like, the dancing game's not gonna be an S. Striker's not gonna be an S. So where's this going? Yeah, it's going here. No, let's just slot this in there. Whatever. So, let's see. S, Golden, makes sense. A, Vanilla, Fez, Royal, Nocturne, SMT4, P4, Vanilla, Innocent Sin, Apocalypse, Soulwalkers 1, Portable, and DDS. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I know there's like a couple people are going to be upset about. The biggest one is people are going to be like, are you kidding? You put this here? This always gets people riled up. Every single time. Persona 2 fans can be ravenous. They can be straight ravenous. They're already typing on their keyboard this second. So we had dancing. God, dancing. Hey, listen, this is a fun fucking dancing game. This had no right being this fun, okay? Let me just say that. This was quite fun. Okay, so Eternal Punishment, Persona 1. You know what I want to point out about Persona 1, just for fun? Persona 1 opening was so good. Like, I didn't think it was so good. At least the remastered version, the one I played, the where it had like all it had all the picture frames and everything. Same for Persona 2. Funny enough, Eternal Punishment was a very good opening too. Like Katsuya smoking and you know, like stuff like that. It felt like a fucking like CS high thing. It was good. Maybe I was a little bit hard on DDS too. See, I'm hard on these because I expected more. That's all I can say. That's why I'm so hard on them. This is probably a little bit more fun. It probably is. Yeah, maybe I was a little bit too hard on Ultimax. This SMT, yeah, SMT3. I should do a music one after this. Anyway, and then dancing, because horrible music, horrible remixes, and atrocious combat system. So yeah, I think this is a pretty decent list. Now let's think about games I should really be playing. Okay, I can't even begin to recognize some of these, so I guess I should probably play Radoku Sanoha 2, especially maybe it's voice acted. That would be especially good. What is this? I don't know what this is. It's gonna bother me though. Wait a second. Wait, these are super high quality pictures actually. Wait, what the fuck? Persona 4 the what? The what? The what? The card battle? That's not what this is. Oh my god, it is. It's a card battle game. Like Hearthstone? Or Yu-Gi-Oh? I have no idea. What even system was this? Is this a mobile game? Android release? Yep, definitely. It was only in Japan. Makes sense. Okay. So these are really high quality. Can you see these? Oh yeah, you can. Cool. Zone Q2. What the fuck? I didn't know these were so high quality. That's weird. Tier Maker just must be strange like that. Lost Bible. I guess the first mission. Yeah, this was a prologue. This was definitely a prologue. Persona 3 Escape. This is, wait a second, that's Persona 1. That's something to do with Persona 1. Excuse me, god. Mobile online? What? The fuck is this? MMO RPG? Released from mobile phones? No way this is still alive. Game was released. Holy shit. What? It's an MMO RPG, so the servers must be dead. Has to be. Oh, it's the Persona 3 setting. 2009. Interesting. Okay. Modified system of shadow links, social links. Okay, I'm looking at that too much. I didn't know they made I mean, it's so like Japan. Test server? Test server? It's not a game. Or is it? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, that's enough of this. I had fun making this tier list. It's almost like a way for me to vent out my frustrations and also talk about the favorite parts of my game, so it seems like a win-win to me, really. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I don't know, I've been kind of struggling to think of stuff to play. A few weeks we've got Raincode, but I don't know. I've been struggling to think of something, so I might just do a few videos here and there just for fun, just a little supplement. Oh, got Xbox summer reveal or whatever it's called, and there's some rumors going around that P3 Remake is gonna be there, so just saying. It would make sense because listen, PC Game Show for 2020 And then Royal was released at the Xbox event. Royal for PC, so it's entirely possible. I think it's actually expected, so already got a thumbnail going. Got to get my thumbnail game better, but yeah. Anyway, this was fun. So I'll see you guys around.